Hi everybody, it is Saturday, October 22nd, 2022. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a Gann tunnel secret technique that it's going to take a common cycle, not one of the famous cycles, but we're just going to take the simple Venus helio cycle of the 224, 225 days. And what I'm going to do here, I've marked on the chart two blue vertical lines. This is an old chart from 2018 I did in Wave 59 when I was testing this theory out. So you can see the blue vertical lines. I've got the Venus aphelion in January 23rd of 18, and the Venus perihelion chart of May 15th, 2018. Perihelion is when the planet Venus is closest to the Sun. Aphelion is when it's farthest from the Sun point in its orbit. Orbits are not circular, they are elliptical. Therefore, you're going to be closer on one side than the other to the Sun. So then what I've done here, I plot those lines out. The Venus aphelion and perihelion often are going to give you turning points, but not all cycle anchors are going to give you turning points, just to make that clear. So what I'm going to do here, instead of just measuring the 224 cycle by itself, I'm going to break it down using the music ratios and the Gann ratio. So I'm going to break it down into eighths, which are your basic Gann ratios and some of the music ratios. And then I'm going to do the thirds. So I'm going to take a third of this cycle. So the eighth cycles are 28 days. So 224 divided by 8 is 28. 224 divided by 3 is 75, or 225 divided by 3 is 75 exact. So I'm using the 75 day count. So starting over here at the Venus aphelion, starting to measure off of the aphelion date on the blue vertical line, 75 days takes me to this top here in April. And I'm just labeling that the Fa tone because the 1/3 of the cycle would be the Fa area. And then projecting that 75 again gives me the La tone, and that takes me to this high right here. And then the full cycle completes over here at Do, right here in the weekend gap, right off the high after the inside bar. Looking at the eighth points, the first 28 is right here. The little break here on this trend line measuring stick is where that measurement ends. I'm using 28 calendar days here, not trading days, so these are all done in calendar days. So we get this high. The next 28 days we get this low, and then we're going to just go 56 days over, and that gives us the Do note, or the So note, and that's this low right here. And then we're just going to go 84 up to the T note. That gives me this high, then back to Do. And then continuing from the perihelion line, you can just follow the measurements through. You can see there's the Re, Mi, then the So, then the T and the Do. And then I'm doing the Fa and La note here. The Fa takes me to the low. The La takes me to this swing low. But looking at the the first one, the Ace, the Re's a high, the Mi's a high. Going to the So note is a high. Going to the T note is kind of a little messy there. It actually is a little bit of a high, but it's right in that triangle congestion area, so it's not going to be the best trigger. And then the Do note is over here, just becomes a 1-day low, a new high, and then turns back down. So anyhow, that gives you an idea of how a Gann cycle would work when projected off of an anchor. So you can use this. This is part of how the tunnel through the air book was coded, and you can pull little things like this out of there, and it gives you a lot of nice trading tools.